Something else that Jung talks about as well are the archetypes. And I know that Joseph Campbell also talked about the hero's journey. And I believe that in this chapter I believe you refer to the hero's journey as well, but that
Mhm.
also ties in with the archetype of the hero. Um, could you maybe touch on how that on what that is and then how it's relevant to Christianity?
Yeah, so through a more or less Jungian lens, the hero archetype is the the human archetype, you might say. At least that was Jung's contention in some ways against Freud. Freud believed that humanity was the failed hero. Jung believed that humans were the hero with the potential to fail, but also the potential to succeed. So the the hero archetype in itself, what is it, is a difficult question because for Jung, an archetype is a uh, a living thing that is external to us. So it has its own reality, and we sort of participate in it to some degree, but it's not a static object. It's not a geometrical shape. So you might say it's a process, maybe. So just quickly, there are plenty of people who are super into Jung, and nowhere in this, I have a disclaimer like this in the chapter as well, but nowhere in this chapter or in this video am I claiming to say, this is exactly what Jung believed, and this is a complete overview of his views. Many people would be much more precise sources on that. Anyhow, the so what the archetype is sort of best accessible for what it means for us. And what it means that we participate in the hero archetype is that we have the capacity to embody this energy, you might say, this pattern, this story, and that is a large and what would you say, a large and powerful determining force that is shaping our lives and the world. That is to say, I think if you really push it, what that comes to is that the world is actually, under this theory, set up to be the arena of a hero's journey. It's not when you really get a full orb view of what Jung is talking about with the unconscious, what he means by archetypes. I think that what you come to is the idea that it's not that we're material beings and we have this weird mind thing and there's some unconscious stuff that is kind of weird but seems patterned, and we sort of share it, and we can get some good stories out of it, and that can like motivate us or something. It's quite the inverse. It's that there is this living realm. I'm going to draw on Platonic ideas, and some people might object to that with Jung or might not. But like there's this realm of forms, there's this realm of ideas, there's this realm of energies, and they are the determining forces for the large part of this world. It's not, we're back to the intro to the book where we have this habitual view of we are material things and our consciousness is this insignificant epiphenomena, but it's the reverse. It's that consciousness is uh, superordinate and determinate, and it has just enormous depths, and has it has an overarching pattern. It also has sub patterns that are active and they interact in patterns. And so there's this whole world of consciousness, and that is more real and um, more powerful, more like essentially has the reins of designing this world, is the genesis of this world, you might say. And so from that point of view, again, it's foreign to us. It's hard to express and it's hard to really comprehend. But from that point of view, if you then tack on the claim that the archetypal hero is sort of the reigning archetype, the one that determines uh, how things ultimately go and is connected to humanity, then you have a much different story of the world that you're in. It's that you are called and put into a story, and then you have the potential to live that story in a host of different ways. But one of the ways, and really the best way to live it, is through your own version of the hero's journey.